Is throwing a snowball worthy of a felony charge? Police in Chicago seem to think so, as a 13-year-old has been charged with aggravated battery to a police officer for allegedly tossing the icy projectile, a charge that the boy denies. In Georgia, no one is denying that a 17-year-old future Marine was killed when he opened his front door for an officer. Witnesses say that the officer, there to serve a warrant for the boy's father, fired upon the teen who was holding a Nintendo Wii controller. Police claim that the teen was holding a gun at the time of the incident. The shooting is still under investigation. Police in Hawthorne, California beat a deaf man, reportedly mistaking his hand signs for aggression. Officers thought the hearing-impaired gentleman was stealing his own property and grabbed his arms, impairing his ability to communicate with his hands. The man was then tased and beaten by police, according to his attorney. We've seen that even filming police can get you into trouble, with reports of alleged assault from police for the simple act of filming police activities. Back in 2011, InfoWars reported on how police threatened to throw a man in prison for life for daring to film his encounter with the authorities. Eventually, the charges were dropped, and the Supreme Court upheld the right to film police. Even though this right was solidified some years ago, last year women in Illinois were arrested for filming the installation of a smart meter that they did not desire. And on this topic of cameras, it's a good thing that cameras were rolling last week when a jogger was taken into custody by the Austin Police Department. The young woman was supposedly uncooperative when police attempted to intercept her for the heinous crime of jaywalking. Eyewitnesses state that the officers grabbed the woman from behind, instigating her standoffish attitude. Police dispute that claim, saying that the woman knew that it was officers who were approaching her. Reports state that she was officially arrested for failing to identify to the officers. And on the topic of APD, this is the same police department who shot an unarmed man in the back last year while fleeing away from an officer. They say that the man was allegedly at a bank to commit a fraud, but even if he was, that is not a capital offense. But it's not all bad. Massachusetts police recently threw a surprise party for an autistic boy who had few friends. And we see these from time to time, police playing football with the kids or buying the kids free ice cream cones and so forth. We need to see these type of things more often. You can find more reports at Infowars.com.
The globalists have controlled the mainstream media for a long time, but now they're expanding, making the weaponization even more vicious and deceptive. All the major networks are state-run.
We are partnering this year with the NFL.
The NFL has become a political weapon against the Second Amendment and pushes Obamacare. MSNBC tells us that our children belong to the state.
We have to break through our kind of private idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families and recognize that kids belong to whole communities.
The brainwashing media machine has been turned up on high, and it's time for humanity to double down on the true people's media and strike back against the tyrants that are destroying our civilization with their lies and fraud. We are the resistance. You are the resistance. You are the info war. It is more important than ever to realize that we are not the alternative media. We are the true media. The establishment dinosaur press is dying.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Join us at InfoWarsNews.com and PrisonPlanet.tv. Members can share their memberships with up to 11 people. By subscribing, you will literally be buying war bonds in the info war to expand our operation in the face of the tyrants. Join us at PrisonPlanet.tv.